just saw from midcourt, a jumper.
Marbury with 3, with 2, leans in off balance. He hits the shot with 0.5 of a second left. 89-88. Marbury gets it done.
Goes behind the back, inside.
Oh, baby, what a play! Stephon!
Now that's an all-star play.
Welcome to P.N.C Sports. I'm your host, Carnation. And for this week, athlete spotlight, I know y'all saw the highlights, and we're talking about no other than Brooklyn's own Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury is probably one of my top 5 favorite point guards of all time. Between him and AI, I think they helped bring in that 90s era of like different style, street ball, bring it to the NBA. Him, AI, Steve Franchise, those guys they brought the street basketball tendency to the NBA. And those are one of my favorite players to just watch. Playing 2K, playing NBA Live back in the day, I just love. And Steph to me means a lot more because me being from Brooklyn, I don't watch Steph games on TV. I watch him make that game-winning shot in the game-winning free throw for high school. I watch Steph graduate and go to on Georgia Tech, and just watch Steph in the NBA. With his trials and tribulations, his triumph in China. It was just a beautiful thing to see. At the end of the video, I'll make my judge to see if Steph belongs in the Basketball Hall of Fame. So what made me want to do this video is because I was on the phone with my homeboy at work. I talked to my homeboy about Stephon Marbury. And young people always make you feel old. So we had this young dude. He heard me talking to my homeboy. And he was like, "Oh, I know Stephon Marbury." I'm like, "All right, that's what's up." He was like, "Yeah, he's that guy that made that ugly face when Amari Stoudemire had that dunk." And I got annoyed. Now, don't get it twisted. Stats my dude. But I got annoyed when he said that because I'm like, Steph was more than that. Come on, man. Steph, that 96 draft changed the NBA. This is just me. Maybe it's me being who I am, but I think the 96 draft changed the NBA more than the 03 draft. Don't get it twisted. Melo, Wade, Bosh, and Bron was, that's a great draft. But the 96 draft, think about what we had. We had AI number 1, KNB 2. We had Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Ray Allen, Steph. We had Kerry Kittles. We had Kobe. Why am I having Kobe? Why am I saying Kobe last like this? Steve Nash was in that draft. Antoine Walker. That was a fire draft. That was a great draft. A lot of good players. A lot of Hall of Famers in there. Defensive players. We got defensive players. I think Ben Wallace was in that draft as well. That's what I'm trying to say. That was a special draft. But let's look at Steph numbers. We'll be right back to P.N.C Sports. We'll give you some chance to look at Steph highlights some more. And we're going to dig up Steph numbers and come right back to you guys.
Get away! You've got to be kidding me! What was that? Great look by Jackson.
That's from another planet, though.
The elevation by Marbury, and we are watching.
He missed. Robinson tips it. Marbury has it. Here's Marbury on the drive. He's for 3.
Oh! Man, can you believe it? Stephon Marbury comes out with the runner at the buzzer, and the Phoenix Suns have shot San Antonio.
It's good. Williams hits it with 3 seconds remaining. Marbury going down the other end. Marbury in for the layup. He puts it in at the buzzer. The Knicks decided not to call timeout, and it turned out to be a terrific move as Marbury flew down the court. Clearly let it go, and they signal it's good.
All right, welcome back to P.N.C Sports, guys. Let's look at Steph numbers. So, as I said before, for those that don't know, Steph was a 2-time All-Star, born Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. We just say, a lot of times we don't really say New York, we just say Brooklyn. Born 6'2", 180. Steph was bigger than 180. Steph was built like a tank. He had to be 215 or 210. He was built solid, solid. February 20th, 1977. Yes, Steph getting up there in age right now. Career average 19.3 points per game, 7.7 assists, on 3 rebounds per game. Steph was a very good player, man. Very good player. Two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA player, 96, 97 All-Rookie team. Steph, come on, man. Come on. First 2 years in Minnesota, him and KG was special, boy. That's why I think Steph kind of misplayed his hand. He should have stayed with Minnesota some more. Him and KG that was going to be that our generation, Stockton and Malone. They had it. That would have been Nash and Amari before Nash and Amari. If not more, because KG defense was pretty on another level. It's a wonder KG only won. He was only defensive player one time. It's crazy. Stats first year, averaged 15.8 points in Minnesota, 1997, his 97-98 campaign. He averaged 17.7 points. Then he got traded. He got traded mid-season in the 98-99 season after averaging 17.7. He didn't want to be in Minnesota anymore. It's too cold. He felt homesick. Got traded to the New Jersey Nets. Stupid move on his part. Should have never got to New Jersey. Averaged 23.4 points for the Nets in the 98-99 season. Then in 99-2000 season, averaged 22.2 points. 2001 season, averaged 23.9 points. Then he got traded in the offseason too for Jason Kidd. And here's where people can say their little thing about Steph. Minnesota, after they traded Steph, started winning more. You know, they got Terrell Brandon and they started doing their thing more. The Nets, after they traded Steph, started winning more. When they got Jason Kidd for Steph, they started winning more. I can't ever lie to you. They went to the finals back-to-back years. I cannot dispute that. Like, they started to win more. It's a trend. It's gonna be another trend popping up. So his time in Phoenix, he averaged his first year in the 01-02 campaign, 20.4 points. 02-03, 22.3 with a young Amari. 03-04, he averaged 20.8, then got traded during the season to the Knicks, 19.8. Then Phoenix signs Steve Nash in the offseason. Here we go again. Signed Steve Nash in the offseason, hired Mike D'Antoni, and created the 7 seconds or left offense, which, for lack of better words, revolutionized basketball. Literally, it made players that was basic nice. Steve Nash. I didn't say anything wrong, did I? But when Steve Nash got there, became an MVP. Mike D'Antoni had a lot to do with that. Became an MVP. Amari looked like he was like out of this world, jumping out of his gym. And Phoenix was probably your favorite team to play in any sports game. They was just that much fun. And once again, Steph left somewhere, the team won. Steph got to the Knicks. His numbers was decent in New York. It was decent. 21.7 points his first year. Then trouble started picking up. 16.3 in the second year. 16.4 in the 06-07 campaign. Then 13.9. Yikes. And then, he had his issues with the Knicks. Or, of course, issues him and Isaiah. We're not really going to get into that career praising Steph. He went to Boston and averaged, Lord have mercy, Steph averaged in 23 games, 3.8 points, and that's when his career looked like it was over. It was a crying shame. You actually thought, like, damn. And you start seeing him doing, like stuff, probably suffering through a lot of depression, anxiety, the Vaseline incident pops up. People like to, joke and stuff about that. But that man was probably going through a lot, But with every, but you know what? The old saying goes, what goes up must come down. What goes around comes right back around. Steph went to China, became a legend. Became an absolute legend. Like, we can't ever talk about how much that man... Between him and Yang Min, it's a toss up on who did the most for helping Chinese basketball. And I hate when people be like, oh, he went there because he was trash. That man went there and became a legend in China. They got like statues of Stephon Marbury in China. And think about it at this point of view too as well. He paved the way for NBA players who didn't feel appreciated in the NBA anymore to go to Asia and feel appreciated again. Look at Dwight. Dwight having a time of his life out there. He's having fun out there. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, Steph probably was a trendsetter for doing all of these things. And it could be like many other NBA players who probably don't feel like, yo, like I'm getting blackballed. Why am I not getting picked up? You know what? Let me still make my money and still enjoy myself. And still enjoy my athletic abilities. Go somewhere else. You know, Steph paved the way. He took that challenge and he passed that test. For that alone, I'm proud. I'm proud of Steph for. And also, and another thing too, people need to give like on Steph a lot of credit for as well. Steph had a sneaker. His sneaker line was like almost like, I want to say, from a range of $19 to $39, and he did that purposely because he wanted, you know, people that couldn't afford the Jordans or these other expensive sneakers to be able to afford some basketball sneakers. I thought that was one of the most noble things. Cause me being a kid that didn't have a lot, yo, at that age, if Steph was doing that, I would have bought that just because it's Stephon Marbury. Yeah, people gonna say what they want to say about, oh my God, there's some knockoff looking sneakers. But yeah, but think about it, that man's heart was in the right place. So you could critique him, say what you want bad about Steph, and I just, you know, I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad he's a big time ambassador in China right now. And Steph, you're alive and well, and I'm giving flowers to you, brother. Love to interview you one day. You are literally one of the, like, my idols growing up. Like one of my basketball idols growing up as in my coming up age. Like from like my teenage years. From my early years of watching basketball, my idol is always gonna be this man, Patrick Ewing. But for my teenage years growing up is you, AI, Kobe. I used to love Ray Allen, you know, when he's in Connecticut. Loved him when he was in Connecticut. I love young Ray. When he was like dunking and shooting, on, like not just shooting, but like dunking. People forget Ray Allen is the sky. KG, another legend. T-Mac. I just love these players. So I want to shout Steph out, man. I feel like Steph don't get a lot of credit. And in my personal opinion, Steph belongs in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Not for what he did in high school. Think about this. Not for what just he did in the high school level. Get out of here. For not what he just did college, in the pros. For definitely what he did overseas. You know, for what he did in China, Steph belongs in the Basketball Hall of Fame. If Yao Ming got in, and he basically had like 3-4 years of him playing top-notch basketball, Stephon Marbury needs to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's just my personal opinion. Yao Ming really had like 4 good years. 4 good years. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Why is Stephon Marbury not in the Hall of Fame? I have no idea. Come on, man. Put that man in the Hall of Fame. You know? And he's this episode spotlight, Starbury, Brooklyn, Coney Island. Those Coney Island boys is crazy, man. Trust me, man. You don't want to go to Coney Island. You don't just listen. It ain't just the theme park. You don't, unless you have a reason to go to Coney Island. Don't go. So you know. So I already knew Steph was built tough. On a different highlight. Well, is this even a highlight? Like a low light? Jacob deGrom needs Tommy John surgery. You know, if for those who don't know, Jacob deGrom, New York Met legend, left the Mets for a bigger contract for the Texas Rangers. Only had 6 starts this year, and it's found out he needs Tommy John surgery, and he's gonna be out up until the middle of next year. He's already 34, turning 35 this year. I saw that man tear up today, and that shit broke my heart. And Jacob, man, I'm pulling for you because you are when you was pitching, it was like must-see TV. You know, it was must-see TV, and it's kind of sad. Like, I hate seeing that for him. I hate that for him. So I'm pulling for you, Jacob. As a Met fan, I'm pulling for you. I don't want to see you, just because you left us, your career go down like this, you know. I'm not going to lie to you. At the end of your career, they're going to retire your number. You cannot... That man should have won three straight Cy Young awards. So, Jacob, we're pulling for you. Also, too, the NBA Finals right now, the series are tied 1-1. I had an action-packed weekend, me and the missus, so I wasn't able to tape. But, you know, family over everything. So, series tied 1-1. The Denver blew that second game. Denver had in the fourth quarter, but once again, like I tell people all the time, it comes to a point you cannot just keep saying the Miami Heat are not good. They're good. Like, I'm not just keep saying, oh my God, they're out talented. No, hell no. Hell no. That is a well-coached team. And like I told y'all before, it wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me at all if they won the championship. It would not shock me at all. Series tied 1-1. Game 3 should be on Wednesday in Miami, so let's see what happens. And I definitely do a recap of Game 3. Also, too, in NHL Finals, Vegas got a 2-0 lead on the Florida Panthers right now. So, come on, Matthew Tkachuk, man. I'm pulling for you, man. I want you to win, man. I really want you to win. You're my new favorite hockey player right now. I am pulling for you. So it's 2-0. It's 2-0 right now. Vegas up 2-0, and I wouldn't be surprised they sweep the Panthers because they hot. They're hot right now. So it's Carnation. It's P.N.C. Sports. Listen, celebrate these legends before it's too late, man. Life is short.